So Liquid getting some extra reinforcements here in the top lane.
And more than actually bringing himself down, that was actually trying to delay the tower push.
Looks like it might go down anyway until S4 arrives. He blinks forward. He didn't quite have the mana for the follow-up. Could pop the stick to get off the Queen of Paid ult, but it wouldn't quite be a kill just yet. He's hanging on to a Mighty this time. Now he lets it fly. Blows up Kuroki. Jurex next on the list. The Phoenix down to Matumba Man. Scurries back. Late game, you get the Hex on the OD, you get the Basher, but that is a long way off. Loda going to make his move here on mind control. Looks like he wanted to evacuate the lane, changes his mind, goes in for the stun.
I think he misclicked there.
We'll back away. As Jerax is desperately trying to get that level 6 here in the top lane. He's got a Sun Ray, but he gets roared and will prevent him from retreating. Then the Ake stun comes out from the Centaur, and Jerax likely to go down here. Just one or two more auto attacks, popping the Fairy Fire, juking through the trees, turns with the Spirit, the double damage OD, looking to counterplay this. Still somehow that Phoenix surviving in the trees. Bulldogs moved out of range. It's up to the Enchantress Creeps to finish the job. Finally get the Phoenix kill at the same moment. Elsewhere, Mind Control is going to die down in the river. Looks like they were trying to force the Roshan fight, but Matumba Man getting forced back. S4 lunging in. Good timing there by Matumba Man on the ultimate, dodging most of the Queen of Paid damage, but still he's low. And still S4 chases forward. When's that blink going to cool down? 4 seconds. Juking into the trees. Matumba Man getting fancy here, but they drop the Curse of the Silent, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to make it out. S4 pops the scream, gets the kill, and Alliance walk away. Doesn't have the Blink Dagger, so he doesn't have the initiation range to help out there. So the Bear looks for an entangle on Mind Control. Elsewhere, Global Silence gets committed. Good micro here from Aki. They lock Fada down. Looks like they might finish him off. The mech comes in. Perfect range there from Mind Control, but it's not in time to allow the OD to drop the hammer. He still ends up falling. Matumba Man looks to turn this one around. They are going to finish off EGM. Likely no. Matumba Man getting Savage Roared away. He's not dead yet. They got to burn him down. Phoenix coming back after the egg. Will finish him with the Ray, and they might get the Bear too. The Bear drop positioning demonstrates he isn't afraid of anything Liquid can do.
Yeah, when you're farming at that spot on the map, you're getting a lot.
The Bear banish, moving on to Mind Control. They have the Radiance now. They're going to silence Mind Control. He insta-pops the Ravage. He looks for the turn-on. Fada's got his ultimate, drops the hammer, lays out Aki, but the Savage Roar is going to force Fada back while they try to chase out the Tidehunter. Gets off the Anchor Smash into the trees. Bulldog will go, turning on the Bear. They're going to finish that off. And then the other Bear, Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, arrives. Matumba Man had the ult ready to go again. He's going to kill him off. Bulldog hiding in the trees here. I don't believe he has a TP, or
he's waiting for mana, I believe.
Has no mana for it. But they don't know. So, lucky that things were so hectic there.
No reliable catch at all until OD gets something like a Blink Hex.
They need a Blink Hex or a Basher / Abyssal Blade on the Matumba. And until it's an Abyssal, you're just rolling the dice. There's the Ravage. The Ravage actually going onto Bulldog, one of the tankies here. They throw up the charge. Bulldog gets pushed on the other side. And then right as the Global Silence comes in, Matumba Man jumps in. He's going to purge that one off. Chases forward. They snowball again. This one's going to connect. There's the uppercut. Then the egg drops in the middle of the line. They're being forced back. Run over. Matumba Man angry. What's his honey? They get 2. Looking out for S4. Burning him down. 3 have fallen. Alliance crushed in the fight. I am not learning anything. You speak for yourself, my friend. I'm just confused. I just see green and red. Christmas. Again. Alliance creeping forward here. They've got a global ready to go. They're going to get eyes on Matumba Man off the bat. Phoenix there to heal him up. Fada, great blink in. He's going to banish him, keep him alive. The global already committed, but Fada is low. Then Mind Control comes and drops the Ravage. Ursa gets to work, forcing Loda back. The snowball onto Bulldog, trying to kill off that Bear. They will prevail. Ursa survives. Float Druid not so lucky. And now they turn back onto S4. Great counter initiation. Teamwork from Liquid. They get 3, make it 4. Fada bailing out the team there with the Astral and completely turning the fight. They also have they have a dead EGM. That's also what they have. Tier 4 tower. He will fall as well. S4 buying back the Sven, also buying back. They're committing a lot of bodies to try and hold this lane of Rax. But Kuroki rolling in deep onto S4. He'll go. They're going to uppercut him. A Sven stun on 2. Maybe they can turn this to Matumba Man right out in front. Heck, wide load here. Gets the job done. Finishing off S4. That's a dieback on the Queen of Paid. And Liquid pulling away with game 1. They were considered underdogs coming into this series, but after their dominance here, they go on to win this one. Not sure they'll be underdogs much longer. Mind Control will get spun. Loda trying to turn this. He's looking for the multiple cleaves, but he gets controlled. Held in position now. Trying to back away. If Sven has got to walk, he's likely to die. Matumba Man jumping in. Blink first. Bash next. Dead Loda the result. That's a dieback on the Sven as well. And Ake hangs back, but can't easily escape. The Sun Ray melts him down and spits him out.
The Bear
Roasted deer. It's venison for dinner. Everything.
Game.
Falling apart here for Alliance. They have thrown body after body at this Liquid offense and nothing has worked. Another bash, another kill, EGM2 into the meat grinder. 4 dead. They just don't have anything
it's
left
really
in the
5
tank.
dead. He has no ban.
S4 though, he blinks forward. He's smoked. He gets vision on them now. It is daytime, so he knows Liquid are backing off, but they're a tight ball of 5. Very tough to go in, and he will crack their smoke. Blinking forward, mind control going to work. The Ravage on 2 Bulldogs down. Ake next. Liquid feasting on Alliance, and now back to the Roche.
Seeing all kinds of insane stuff from them.
Well, doing a 4v5, that is a taller task, and especially when Fada's the man to get the jump. Hex quickly onto Loda. Odio gets dropped, just eviscerates this man. Dead for 60. Quap still a half minute off the respawn, and Alliance, they've had enough. They're bloody battered, bruised, and going to game 2.
I want to say aggression. They're going to be looking for pickoffs, less towers, but they have to be very wary and ready to either counter gank or at least kind of maneuver around these gank opportunities that Alliance are going to be trying to
Just
find.
when he's starting to catch up. Fada, this is not the way he wants to go, but they've got the vision on him. They're going to lead here with the lasso. Nobody remotely in the neighborhood outbound. Then they commit the roar as well, and with all that damage, Fada continues to burn, surviving for ages, but eventually they will secure the kill. Jerax also TP'd into this one. He too is immolating, and the slow from the board combined with the Firefly damage, almost enough to kill him. At long last, Matumba Man arrives, will get the kill, courtesy of the Reaper's Sight. That will be an extra 30 seconds on the sidelines, but S4 backs away. Kuroki trying to keep the vision on him, trying to prevent that blink out, but can't quite do it.
But still a good objective for them to be claiming at this stage.
That's the one thing you have to be careful about, is if they get that Reaper Scythe kill, and you don't have the buyback, a third tower deny for Alliance. Ouch!
Okay.
Then, at that point, perhaps you can actually hold the high ground. But the wards were used, so it's likely not to be a full base breach, but it will be a lot of damage on the tower. EGM dropping the weave, hits all of Liquid, and they still stick around. They're going to work here with the Forge Spirits, as well as the Treants. Liquid trying for the quick lane of Rax. Nagasan is available, though. Roars online, bats up in 5, and there's the Song. Alliance are going to wait for S4 to come back, and they look to engage. Who's Bulldog going to focus? Let's see. Loda gets in the middle of the enemy team. He lets the Riptide go. The Meatball comes down, though, the other way. Matumba Man kept alive for now by the False Promise, and the Necropho's proving to be a bit too difficult to finish off. Loda's forced back. They've already committed the Song. S4's in a bit of danger. Ake comes in from behind, but they've lost 3. They've committed all their big ultimates. It might be 4. Ake trying desperately. He can't get it done. And Liquid, just like that, who needs Serpent Wards, are taking a lane of Rax. The range down for now. A double buyback forced out by Alliance. Alliance thought they had all kinds of time, and these buybacks looks like they're going to be for not every single hero. 1, 2, 3, TPing away. That was not something Alliance was even counting on.
All right, well, I talked about how Naga can come back from 10k plus gold deficits. That's what's going to have to happen here. I mean, it's only 3k for now.
Towards the south.
Yeah, they've probably seen a few too many of these games where one bad Roche fight suddenly buys a tremendous amount of time. And this is definitely a game of one bad team fight for Liquid.
They're going. They're thinking about it. S4 with his customary haste rune at a critical moment that could turn the game.
Oh, he's found Jerax.
He wants Jerax, and Jerax will get caught out there. The Invoker gets roared. Follow-up comes through, but the Reaper's Scythe not enough to secure a kill. The Ward's getting dropped in the midst of the fight. Matumba Man brought low. They finish him off. Necropho's down. They buy back on the Oracle. Song, disengagement from Alliance.
Pick off, and suddenly Alliance in a lot of trouble. So they're still going to be very wary of what can come their way. And
well, then I guess all eyes on the Dazzle for a timely grave.
yes, this Dazzle Grave is going to be on point.
Loda prepping things nice and early here, drops the Song. He's only isolated Matumba Man. Kuro's in a decent position. They're trying to kill off the wards during this time. They do manage to kill them all. Let's see if that stops Liquid from going in. There's still a decently strong lineup, but Mind Control gets lassoed. Oracle not in position to save him. Jerax can't help out his buddy. Mind Control popping the mech. Very tanky there. Now the Meteor starts to come down. Alliance are going to take a rebuttal of offense. S4 graved up for now, biding their time. Kuro low. They will lose the Shadow Shaman. Loda routing them. They get the Imps off, and Matumba Man 2 will fall. That's 3 heroes down, and Alliance have them on the run. Now the long range net from downtown. Loda going to control Fada, push him back into the ice wall, and beat him down, even with the ice wall. Not enough to save him. That's 4 dead. And this was the chain of disastrous events that Liquid were afraid of, and now they're happening. Jerax turning on Ake, wants to nuke him down. He gets him, blasts him away there.
Once Liquid get a bit too close to the Dire base, I imagine we'll see Alliance again just TP back to defend.
I mean, surely at some point, if you're Liquid, you just have to make a call. Like, all in on their base or just all in on a fight. Because right now they're just sitting back watching objectives drop. Tier 3 tower, dangerously low. A fresh swarm of Naga Illusions march in. The tower now down, and Liquid to send the Nature's Prophet up to the top lane, so he's not going to be here to assist in the base defense. They also leave Kuroki in position. They might be able to get the second lane, but it's going to cost them. Matumba Man, Necrovos down, 60 seconds on the sideline. Doesn't have a buyback available. Jarek staying alive for now, has cast the false promise to try and secure his retreat, but it only delays the inevitable. Alliance now, having gained their second lane of racks, are going to start TPing some heroes home. Loda with the Song of the Siren. S4 will end up dropping here, but I believe has buyback if he needs it. Hanging on to it for now, 70 seconds. Loda going to arrive. He'll clean up the Nature's Prophet. Wards to drop quickly. They only got a tier 3 tower out of this. So Alliance in the end, still the victors for sure.
You know, Alliance have not just.
Is it rapier time? Does our
opportunity.
Prophet of Gold for something big? He's trying for it, but it doesn't even matter.
I don't even know.
Let's be serious here. Alliance.
He's food. I don't even think he can rapier.
Poise under pressure. Moving through the middle lane. They've got Loda ready to go with the Song. If anything gets even the slightest bit scary, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. They are getting herded back to the well here. As S4 blinks in, they might catch him out. Reaper's Sight is going to delete him for 100 seconds. He can't buy back. And they will Song on Loda as soon as one hero dies to the Reaper.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Antiseptic. I left my health. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Invoker does have the Ag in him, so he's like basically all their team fight. To me, it seems like they would want to take that fight, just maybe not yet. But here we go. S4 blinking in, dropping the coil and going to work. They net up the Tumba Man, holding him in position. He's going to Manta. He tries to turn and run away. He will blink out to safety. Kuroki working on EGM. Will finish him off just barely at that mind control. Trying to turn this fighter on. The Mana Void getting dropped there. Not really enough to finish the job, though. Alliance resetting the fight and deciding to disengage. Loda popping the Song. Vada, Sunstrike. It's going to connect. It pops the Aegis. It almost kills Bulldog as well. He could look for a twofer. Matumba Man moving forward. Load up on the back foot. They'll blink in again. Has the net. Has the gem. Decides to turn on Bulldog instead. Now the illusion's going to work. Matumba's going to make some short work of those, but at the same time, the Radiance Burn, it's doing its work, and perhaps Mind Control. That was not the ideal TP. He's going to go for the TP out, but it's too late. Bulldog decapitates him with the axes on the return fire.
And then the Sunstrike not catching him as he blinks away. In fact, you need all 5 heroes worth of disables and damage to kill an anti-mage. Speaks to all the problems that Alliance are currently dealing with. They don't have an answer to this anti-mage. When he starts pushing the high ground with BKB, Alacrity, Aegis, you're in trouble.
They do have Song. They are going to pop it here, but the Tornado kept him back. Will he get into the pit in time? Loda squirms in. Does he end up making out the Roshan falls? Loda grabs the Aegis, the cheese hits the deck. Definite blast there, though. It looks like the cheese still on the floor. BKB coming out from Matumba Man. Cast bouncing back to him. Lets the Mana Void go. Invoker Man just to snag it. A little lactose for him on the way out. 4 have fallen from Alliance. Loda's likely to be next. Slashed up, beaten down by Matumba Man. They have lost a lot here. Gems hitting the floor. EGM tries to scoop that up. Nobody is safe from Fada. Adrian is not pleased. Well, maybe he lives here. Charges away to the north. Gets out with the gem. Nicely done. But he's charging towards Mind Control, who has a Hex in 3 seconds. This could really backfire for EGM. He gets Hex mid-charge. Then they sprout him up. Sunstrike there, and EGM will in the end not keep the gem after all. Oh, the wild and crazy adventures of EGM. Enter grave mode. And they keep on going. Tornado here. Fada is going to isolate more. Bulldog trapped out of the trees. He can't afford to be dying now. That's a dieback on the Beastmaster. They will commit another buyback here on the Spirit Breaker, but Liquid are so close. They're smacking down the tier 4 towers. Very low. Glyph gets committed. Alliance, it's all or nothing. They will have a Naga for this fight. Song's online, but Matumba Man is absolutely massive.
Oh, he's running
meanwhile,
top 2?
the Rat, the Prophet, he re-emerges, pops out of his hidey hole, and heads straight towards the top lane as he backs off. Matumba Man pushes in. Fada sitting back there. The Deafening Blast comes through, pushing him away. The cheese is on Fada. He's going to Ghost Walk and retreat. Alliance, I don't think they have detection at this point. Or he's really going to struggle with the illusions.
The Prophet, I guess, can be the one to deal more with the Naga.
They're hunting Kuroki here, but he's going to throw out the Lotus Orb and try and prevent this initiation. They get the Tornado. Fada arrives, drops the Deafening Blast. There's the Ice Walls. Oh, Alliance getting trapped, caught out. They've overcommitted. They need to scramble the defense. Their Song going through. Bulldog just getting worked down by Mind Control with the right clicks. Then Matumba Man arrives. slaps them down and beats them into submission. Blinky forward onto Ake, finishes him too. That's going to be 3, and they're not done yet. This forces out a Naga buyback elsewhere in the river. S4, well, he'll settle for a bounty rune, but it's small consolation as Liquid dial in and close in on this Game 3 victory. S4 could be the next man caught out here. He blinks and, well, actually, phase shifts, tries to get away. Now heading to the left here. Blink Dagger ready. He's going to jump out to the north. They are spending a lot of time hunting, and Mind Control is the Hex ready. He is going to get slightly juked there. Lets the Profitable fly, but meanwhile, the rest of the team is pushing through. They get the Hex off Sprout there to break the Lincolns, and now they go to work. Phase shift, even if they kill him though, mid lane, more importantly, they are taking racks in the meantime with their anti-mage, so it's all really stalling tactics here. EGM caught out, EGM going down as well. He turns, gets one Lantern swing out, decides to rotate top. Matumba Man going for the easier, more exposed racks. He's going to get the melee. Liquid are close. They have taken the melee down. Range to fall as well. That's 2 melee, and Alliance absolutely backed into a corner, backs against the wall. And Rex down. That's 3. At some point, Alliance have to make their stands. They can't wait forever. Matumba Man jumping in.
Oh,
he's going to go to work, just destroys the puck, turns back for Loda, who isn't able to get off the Psalm, has no buyback, and that just might be the game right there. Slicing deeper and wounding Alliance, slashing them down. Liquid looks like they're on the verge of taking this melee Rex down. Ranged is going to drop, and the Swedes are down to the lower bracket. Liquid have done it. They've done it in style, and they have proven they can deliver now on the big stage in front of a crowd and not on home turf. Yeah, the monkey's off their back, and they have all the potential in the world.
Yeah, this is like the best we've seen Liquid play. They are looking like a team that can make a big run in this tournament, LD, and definitely excited to see more from them as they go through the bracket.
Well, and with that, we're going to hand it back to the panel, break down the rest of the game, and see where they're headed from here. eHome is waiting, potentially in the lower bracket, if they win their match today.
Many would agree that before coming into the tournament, Alliance performed very well, but you played even better and you won. Have you done any preparation against Alliance?
Yesterday, we were preparing strategies pretty much the whole day. So, like, we made draft practice for like 8 hours. That was our main preparation, besides figuring out how they move. But since Alliance is a team that I'm very experienced playing against them, since I played against them with Navi 2 years ago, and they're the same 5 players, so I was kind of confident going against them.